Now let's go.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Isaiah, as always, and today we're going to be predicting Week 10. We're already in the double-digit numbers of the NFL, and that is crazy. But I think we could basically establish what teams are good and which teams are bad by this point, but even then, the NFL has been so unpredictable this season. Let's continue, let's get right into it. Starting off on Thursday Night Football, tonight actually, I don't care. Stop it. Leave me alone. We have the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. These two teams literally met 2 weeks ago. In heartbreaking fashion, the Carolina Panthers lost after completing a Hail Mary. And then last week, they got smacked around by Joe Mixon and the Bengals. The Falcons are also coming off a loss, a much more heartbreaking loss, by a field goal to the Los Angeles Chargers. I am going to take the Panthers in this game to redeem themselves, and I think they'll take it to overtime. I'll take a 30-24 overtime win tonight. So yeah. Up next, we got the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Sunday morning in Germany. We're giving them the best of the best. We're giving them some GOAT and some guy named Brady. Like, come on. We've given them the best of the best. We've given them the best they had to offer, but I will take the GOAT to win this game. 27-23, Geno Smith in the Seahawks win. Up next, we got the Bears and the Lions. So, don't, you can quote me on this. Actually, do quote me on this. This is Justin Fields going to be the game where he puts it all together. We're talking about a bad Lions defense at home, and I don't know. I see it happening. I see a 5-touchdown game out of Justin Fields. Give me a 38-30 win over the Lions. I don't think the Bears defense is good enough to stop the Lions from scoring. I think the Lions will still score a lot of points. But I think Justin Fields is going to keep this team's playoff hopes alive with a win to put them at 4-6 on the year. Up next, we have the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams that are at the bottom of the division. One team has to win this game, and I'm going to give it to the Rams. I'm going to give it to the Rams in actually pretty convincing fashion, 23-13. The Rams are mid, but they're still fighting for a playoff spot, and the Cardinals have been a mess this year. Cliff Kingsbury needs to be fired, and it needs to happen soon. Up next, we got I can't speak. The Dallas Cowboys taking on the Green Bay Packers, and Mike McCarthy's revenge game against Green Bay. I am going to take Dallas to win this game. 27-17. Aaron Rodgers just have a tendency of beating the Cowboys, but I think that changes this week. They couldn't score on the Lions. They aren't scoring on Dallas. That is going to be a very hard task. And the injuries keep piling up. I think Dallas is going to successfully establish a ground game. They're going to be able to get the ball in the air. They're going to have a good play action game. I think everything's going to click for Dallas this game, and they'll move to 7-2 on the year. Up next, you got the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders at home on Monday Night Football. Unsurprisingly, I'm picking the Eagles here at a 33-17 win. The Eagles are looking like the best team in football right now, 8-0 heading into this game at home against a Commanders team that has put up some fights in the last few weeks, but I think they really just get silenced here. The Eagles continue to be on that hot streak, 9-0. There we go. Next, we have the Giants and the Texans. This should be a game that a Joe Judge Giants team would lose, but this is not a game that a Brian Daboll's Giants team lose. They'll play the Giants. They play down to their opponents. They'll play a sloppy game, but they'll win 23-16 over the Houston Texans. Their defense is going to be the ones that put in the work. Saquon's going to dominate in time possession. Yeah. Up next, we have the Saints and the Steelers. I'm going to take the Saints. This is very, very much not an important game. We'll give it 24-20. This game really does not matter in the grand scheme of things. Neither one of these teams are competing this year. But the Saints want their false hopes of winning that division to continue to thrive, so they'll win this game. But, it could be the Steelers game. Up next, and what's probably the game of the week, the 6-2 Vikings take on the 6-2 Bills take on the 7-1 Minnesota Vikings. The Bills currently sitting at the top of the AFC, while the Vikings sit at the 2 seed. This game is being played in Buffalo. There are some concerns about Josh Allen. If he doesn't play, this is the Vikings game. But if he does play, which is what I predicted this off of, the Bills are going to squeak by with a win. 24-27 over the Minnesota Vikings, which should be a very, very good game. I think the Bills' defense is still very good, and I think they'll be able to shut down, for the most part, Kirk Cousins and that Vikings offense. And I think the Bills' offense is a very good offense. Up next, we got the if I can't speak, we got the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday Night Football. This should also be a really good game, but I hate this matchup for the Chargers. A bad run defense against probably one of the best run scheme teams in the league. You just don't win this game if you're the Chargers. That's what I'm going to predict. Niners win 26. Niners win 20. Not -1. 26-21. You do not win. CMC is going to run all over this awful defense. And I don't think Jimmy G is going to have to pass plus. He'll probably have less than 15 pass attempts this game, and he's not going to need it. Chargers defense will do enough. Nick Bosa will get after Justin Herbert. That O-line is not great. The receiving core for the Chargers, not great. There's obviously a lot of concerns. I'm a big Justin Herbert fan, but I don't think he'll be able to pull away with this win. It's going to take some massive hero ball to win this game. Up next, we got the Tennessee Titans taking on the Broncos. I think I heard this perfectly. Mike Vrabel could outcoach Daniel Hackett blindfolded underwater. So yeah, regardless of who's playing, Malik Willis, Ryan Tannehill, I don't care. I haven't picked the Titans to win the past 2 weeks. They deserve it. They're gonna win. They're gonna win this game. Game 28. They're gonna win this game 28-16. Denver does not score, and Derrick Henry's starting to heat up. I know that Broncos defense is very good, but once again, I think Mike Vrabel will do enough. I think this game's going to be neck and neck for the most part, but I think it's going to take one Derrick Henry breakaway run, and this game is over for Denver. Tennessee's defense is a pretty solid defensive unit. We saw them basically shut down the Chiefs last week with only a few bad plays and some ref ball, of course. And Denver has been so disappointing, and I think right here, right now, Nathaniel Hackett's going to get fired after this game. Up next, we got the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't think I have to explain Kansas City and Arrowhead against a Jacksonville team that, although has put up decent fights, hasn't been great this year. They are 3-6 heading into this game. The Chiefs are 6-2. I don't think I have to explain why I think the Chiefs are going to win by 15 points this game. The Chiefs are great. Mahomes is the MVP of this season so far. So yeah. Up next, we got my Miami Dolphins taking on the Cleveland Browns. Now, obviously, Miami's had their concerns on the defensive side, especially in the past, but they have a very solid run defense against the running back, not against quarterbacks. Lucky for us, Jacoby Brissett is not a running quarterback. Jacoby Brissett also sold our season away last year. We need him to win one more game that wasn't named the Houston Texans. And it's not like we're playing juggernauts. We're playing the Colts and the Raiders. 2 games he could have easily won. So there's like a lot. I think Miami's defense is going to get after him. The Browns receiving core is not great, and nor is the Browns secondary. And it's going to be really hard to stop this Dolphins offense. I see a semi-high scoring game, 33-24, Miami wins. And finally, well, not to end off the week, but the way I'm doing it, finally, we got the Colts and the Raiders, 2 of the most disappointing teams this season. But the Colts are trying to claw their way into the playoff race. They just got a new coach, and the Raiders, yeah. It's going to be a really interesting game, but I have not seen Jeff Saturday coach at all. He's got 0 coaching experience. So, I don't know. No, actually, what am I saying? I'll give this game a 9 to... No, hold on. I'll give this game... I know the score. I'll give this game at 13 to... Actually, I'm giving them... yeah. I'll give this game a 13-9 finish. 2 very disappointing offenses heading into this year. Jonathan Taylor has not been able to do anything. The Colts O-line sucks. Anyone can win this game, though. I do not care, though, who wins this game. Alright, that's going to be all for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.